When Lisa texted, "Don't call me," I just stare at my phone. The glow from the screen cut through the dim light of my office. Every word hitting like a slap. I typed back, "Then don't come back." I didn't mean it, at least not deep down. But in that moment, something inside me cracked. Not loudly, not visibly, just the kind of break that quietly changes everything. Lisa and I had been married 7 years. Years that began with laughter and ended in long silences. Once, we could talk for hours about everything. Our dreams, our future. Lately, we could barely agree on dinner, without turning it into a fight. She said I didn't understand her anymore. Maybe she was right. Maybe I'd stopped trying. Or maybe I was just tired of being the only one still trying at all. That morning had been brutal. Another argument. Over something small, something stupid. She left without a word. Said, I never listened when she talked. I wanted to tell her that I had been listening for years, hoping to hear something real instead of blame. But I stayed quiet and just watched her walk out, her perfume lingering longer than her goodbye. When her message came hours later, I expected anger or maybe remorse. But "Don't Call Me" felt different. Cold, final, like she'd already decided something. So I made a decision too. Then don't come back. I set my phone down, heart pounding, waiting for regret to crash in. It didn't. Not yet. What came instead was silence, thick, heavy silence. The kind that fills a space when you finally stop begging for someone who's already halfway gone. I thought that was it. That maybe this was the peace I'd been waiting for. But 5 minutes later, my phone started ringing. Once, twice, again and again. Her name kept flashing on the screen. Like a warning I didn't know how to read. At first, I didn't answer. I just watched her name light up over and over, each call more frantic than the last. My mind spun through possibilities, anger, regret, or something worse. After the third call, I finally picked up. "Lisa," I said, my voice colder than I wanted it to be. There was a pause, the kind that tells you someone's crying but trying not to let it show. Then her voice came trembling through the line. "Please don't say things like that. You don't mean it." I said nothing. I wanted her to explain, to tell me why she told me not to call her in the first place. But she didn't. Instead, she whispered, "Can I come home?" It should have been simple to answer. Yes, but something inside me hesitated. All the nights I'd waited for her to look at me like she used to. All the excuses. "I'm tired. It's just work." The way she flinched when I reached for her. Every memory came flooding back. "Why now?" I asked quietly. She didn't answer right away. Then came the whisper, "Because I made a mistake." The words hit like ice. She didn't need to say more. I'd already noticed the changes, the late nights, the new perfume, the way her phone never left her hand. I'd told myself I was imagining it, but hearing her admit it, even without saying it outright, shattered the last bit of denial I had left. "Who?" I asked. Her breath hitched. Silence, then a broken sob. "It's over, okay?" I ended it. "I swear. Just please, let me come home." I leaned back in my chair, my pulse thundering in my ears. For months, I'd been the one begging for her attention, her effort, her love. Now, she was the one pleading. But it didn't feel like victory. It felt empty, like watching a house burn down and realizing you don't even want to save it anymore. "I don't know, Lisa," I said softly. "Maybe you should stay wherever you were planning to go." The line went quiet. Then she whispered, "Please don't do this to me." I almost laughed. "To you?" That night, sleep wouldn't come. Her words echoed in my head. "Please don't do this to me." Funny how easily she turned herself into the victim. I sat by the window, watching the city lights fade, thinking about how love can rot into something unrecognizable. 7 years together. And somehow, we become strangers sharing the same past. Around midnight, my phone buzzed again. A message from her. "I'm outside. Please just talk to me." I didn't move at first. Part of me wanted to see her, to look her in the eyes and ask why. But another part, the exhausted one, didn't want to hear another excuse. Still, curiosity won. I went to the door. She was there, arms folded around herself, mascara streaked, eyes red from crying. For a second, she looked like the woman I used to love. Fragile, familiar, full of everything I once believed in. "I messed up," she said the moment I opened the door. "I thought he cared. I thought you didn't." Her voice cracked on that last word, and something inside me twisted. Not anger, not pity, just a quiet, sad ache. "And now," I asked, "now I know what I lost," she whispered. "You. It should have been enough. Maybe months ago it would have been, but I wasn't the same man anymore. Too many nights spent talking to silence. Too many mornings wondering why wasn't enough. I'd learned to live without her voice. And somewhere along the way, I stopped needing her noise. I loved you, Lisa, I said quietly, but I can't keep loving someone who had to lose me to see my worth. Tears streamed down her face as she reached for my hand. I stepped back. "Don't call me," I said, her own words, but softer this time. Final. She froze, understanding what I meant. I closed the door, not out of anger, but peace. For the first time in years, I felt free. As I walked back to the window, my phone started to ring again. I looked at it for a moment, then turned it face down. This time, I didn't answer.